That's what I'm trying to say. So I mentioned to this lovely lady, Molly Mack, who I just did a show with before you, how I love Mondays, right? And that's just because I'm an optimistic type of guy. Like, I just like to get my shit started. Like, look at it like, okay, let's, go at it again.
Oh, there you go.
But with that being said, I'm fucking humbly broke out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't lie. Like, on Mondays, I'm also thinking, in the midst of all this waking up in splendor, damn, level up. I need my Monday eventually to be a different scenario, a different place.
Right.
What are my Mondays gonna be like in the future? So, why not start it off, y'all, with Sunday, talking about Bitcoin investments with my man Bitcoin Boxer, and then moving into investing in general with my man Matty W.I.S.E. That's what we plan on doing, and I hope you guys like that.
Yeah. I'm glad you did the NFTs with him, because I was like, that's not my realm of expertise, So I know you were asking me about the NFTs. I'm like, oh, I got to study. And then I heard Bitcoin on there talking about, like, all right, good. Let everyone be confused on his show.
Yeah, I mean, for real, that's funny you said that. But that's what's really going on. Like, you will probably grasp it a lot quicker than the next, because you have knowledge of investments and the stock markets, right?
Right.
They're next to each other. They're hand in hand. So that's why I figured, why don't I do it like this? Have him and you, and I feel like it's a nice one-two punch. As far as like giving people good content, and then as far as when the subscriber shit works out, I'm gonna help you out if I can behind the scenes. I know if you already did everything you can do, then more than likely it'll come in your text pretty soon. But it's good for us to think about this, because Matty W.I.S.E. and myself, if I do say, we have content that is worth paying for, you guys. I'm just sorry to say it. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna act bashful anymore. We've been on here for a few months, flirting and tikiing and ha-haing with a lot of people. But you should know by now, as listeners in the Stereo Streets, who is actually purposeful with their content, who actually can give you value for your time. And I believe Matty W.I.S.E. and myself are one of those people. So,
when I get my subscriber button, I'm telling people, if you subscribe, and I can't make you your subscription back on that month, just let me know. I'll give you back your money.
Look at that.
That's what I'm doing.
Look at that. See, that's the type of shit I'm trying to. Can I borrow that type of philosophy or slogan or sales?
If you want to, I got other stuff, so that's a free one. That's the follow. That's the follow like one. If you follow that one, then you get that. But subscribers get better. I got levels, tiers. I call them on my Discord. Tiers. I got tiers.
Tears, he says, man. we got messages coming in, and just so y'all know the way it works, if you were a super fan right now, your message would be like bling bling blinging up in my face, but it's okay. It's a warm up rollout right now, so we ain't gonna treat it like that. My man Lamar J is in the building. What he is saying. What you guys say?
Rashad, did you just say you know people by their avatar? Nah, I know people by their avatar name. I don't really look at people's avatars because they change them. They've been changing them. But yeah, bro, that's unique, my nigga. You notice somebody by their avatar?
I said what I said, bro. I saw your little big old head having that old red bandana head ass. I'm not good at that frying shit, but yeah, I saw that joint fly up in the screen. I was like, oh, there go Lamar, big old head ass.
You know what's funny though?
Y'all don't know what I mean. Go ahead.
What's funny is that I mess around with Super High Man, and he changes avatar like every 4 hours, and I always know it's him, right. Even though I have to by his avatar. It don't matter. I still know. Oh, that's Super High Man for sure.
It's just funny. People who change their joints kind of often, but you still see you know who it is. I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, Lamar J, I see you, guy. I see you, and I see the people clapping. I see the 7 people in the building. Yo, if you want to make it live and direct and get it popping for me, yo, keep clapping. Make the shit with fire on the screen. You know what I mean? And share this
I love that.
Because you like that?
Yeah.
But, I added some new sounds, bro.
I know.
Got some sounds for like if we get super fans, we're gonna get the. Yeah, I mean, look, there's
nice.
Get that joint. You know what I mean? So make us happy. We make you happy. We here for y'all. Me and Maddie Watts, episode No FOMO, episode 2. FOMO is fear of missing out.
Yes.
Do y'all understand? A lot of people fuck up the bag, rush into things. They do a lot of stuff, whether it be getting married, whether it be investing, whether, and they do it for the wrong reasons. Sometimes it's for FOMO. No FOMO over here.
No.
All right, let's talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. The basic premise of FOMO is you hear about something, it's going up, and because you hear about it, because people are making money, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's whatever, and or stocks, or you hear about a stock and somebody says, "Oh, I made this much money already," and you're like, "All right, let me go buy that stock, or let me go buy some Bitcoin, or let me go buy," and you don't really know what's going on. You're just hearing a lot of stuff. So you go and spend your money, and then it goes down because you're buying it. By the time you're hearing about it, if you're not investing, if you're not taking the time to really know what's going on, you invest too late. And then what happens is it goes down, and because you haven't really put any time or effort into it, you don't really have conviction. You don't really know even what you invested in. It goes down a little bit and you get scared. You're like, "Oh man, I'm losing my money." And then you go and you sell out. You buy out. You're like, "I'm gonna take my money out of there." So what you did in actuality is you bought high and then you sold low. And that is called bad investing. In anything.
Don't do that, y'all. We're not doing that. That's one thing you're definitely gonna learn anything in these stereo streets with me and Maddie Watson. Don't do that. Slow your roll. No FOMO. Slow your roll. I might even make a little jingle, bro. Like a song. I might just a little like those commercials. Like, I don't know. Like, do you hear those commercials where you live? I hate fucking 1-800 cars for kids.
Oh, Joe, my goodness, yes. And then they changed up and made it like a rock jingle, and it was still bad. I still hated it. I'll be like, "I'll donate my car if you get rid of the jingle." How about that?
I literally I blame that commercial for my I don't listen to the radio no more. When I wake up in the morning, I used to listen to Sports Talk Radio just to hear what's going on with the Washington football team and shit.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I hear that 1-800 Cars for Kids commercial, I grab the phone and I go on stereo. I'm not listening to that shit anymore. I can't no more, bro. But listen, before we having fun right now, we warming up the party. Like I said, baby, tap on the screen. Let me see some fire. Share this joint. It's Maddie Watts, Rashad Radio. Got 3 messages from my man Lamar J. Let's see what we're talking about.
What up, though, Rashad Radio? What up, Maddie Watts, man? I'm in the live. Damn, Rashad, I was in your other live with old girl and shit, too. Y'all talking about quitting smoking and shit like that, man. Yeah. I was definitely a cigarette smoker, bro. Newport Long Menthol 100s. And I had to stop, man. I was smoking it by the cartons, bro. I wasn't buying no motherfucking pack, nigga. No, I need a carton. You hear me? So
geez.
not only was it expensive, but it was unhealthy.
Hope that you said he quit though, right? Or he's trying to quit.
Yeah, you should put that cigarette money towards investing.
That's right. That's what we're gonna help y'all do, man. Put that money towards something better. Lamar J got one more message before we get it.
Hey, Rashad Radio, just a heads up too, bro. Don't take too long to play the messages because they'll start playing for you. If they're like 10 to 15 minutes behind, your messages will start playing for you.
No way.
I've never
heard of that.
I haven't had that happen.
I wonder if that's a new feature as far as like for people trying to manipulate the system. Because I was definitely thinking like that's how I'm a gang. Like y'all niggas think I gotta play the message. Me and Maddie can have a conversation and show y'all what it's about if y'all really want to get your messages out there. That's funny, Lamar. I'm about to look into that. Everybody, man, make some noise for us, man. It's Maddie Watts from Rashad Radio. No FOMO. Episode coming to you live and direct from these stereo streets. I'm in the DMV. Maddie Watts, where you at right now?
I'm on in New York and Long Island.
I feel like you're a traveling man, but you're typically there. Right?
That's where I live. Although I am going to Atlanta on the 8th, so I'll be there for about a week.
Okay, ATL, Saudi. All right. Yeah. We got one more message before we get into this episode, so let's see what they're talking about. This is my man Marshall Prescott. He was funny. I got a sample of him talking to somebody that was impersonating Donald Trump, right? And I went on his page and I was just trolling him, right? And he was like, "Yep, Rashad Radio. You're not even on the radio." Like, I can't do a Donald Trump impersonation, right? Marshall isn't the guy doing it. Marshall was talking to him. He's like, "Well, what do you got to say about Rashad Radio?" He's saying on our episode of No FOMO Part 2. Welcome, Marshall.
But the problem is getting enough capital together so you can leverage it on a day trading.
Oh, he actually said something.
Yeah. I would highly not recommend day trading. I did some digging, and only 1.6% of day traders actually make money each year. So that's a pretty low percent.
What?
1.6% of people who day trade actually end up making money. And that 1.6 that day trade make 12% of the trades. So these people are highly leveraged people, meaning they have a lot of money. They're making, you know, they're taking money and they're buying at, you know, they're trying to make money off of a dollar move, a 50-cent move up or down by putting a lot of money into a trade, going in and getting out, going in and getting out. I highly recommend not doing that unless you are gonna really, unless you're gonna be in the top 1%. How about that? If you're gonna put the time and effort to be in the top 1 to 2% of day traders, then do it. Other than that, you might make some money in the short run, but that's not investing. I call that gambling.
What was I about to say? One thing you just said that made me think of something. We got messages coming in. Marshall is probably gonna let us know that he is either the right person or the wrong person I was describing. Did you get a new tattoo or something?
Who, me? On my avatar?
Yeah, you look like you look a little different. That's what I was gonna say.
That's it. I got the Love Hard Network on there. I'm representing them a little bit.
I don't remember you didn't have that heart before.
We're putting a crew together, but we're still figuring out how to do it. Me, Super High, Frank Lewis, Venus Amina, Christel, Leonard the Guy. We got a little crew coming together. We're trying to figure out the logistics of how it's coming, but it's gonna be something nice.
Interesting. And the heart tattoo is part of the initiation process, it seems.
Well, we're still debating. We're trying to figure out how we're doing each person's Discord. If we're just gonna all be a part of the Love Hard Network and do that. So I got the eye patch people. My guys got all the eye patches, and then the Love Heart Network's got the tattoo, the heart tattoo. So we're working some things out. We're in the baby phases.
Shout out Frank Lewis. That's my guy. Also a DMV cat. He's living in North Carolina days, but he's mad cool. Make sure y'all follow him. Turn his beat down just a little bit. We got a couple more messages.
Sure.
I don't know where the direction we should go. We kind of freestyle as far as like the first one. I feel like, right? A little introduction.
Yeah, I got something we can do.
You got something? That's what I was gonna say. I knew you would hopefully have like a level that you wanted to go bit by bit with. So just bear with us. It started at what time we start? 3:33. So we're 20 minutes into the show. Typically do like an hour and a half show. If that's good for you.
Yeah, I got the rest of the day. So.
He's got time. He's got time. He says.
Also, I do want to promote the Real Recognize and Real Awards. If you guys want to vote for that, I'm in there for the financial category. But if you want to vote for that, just send me an IG, and I'll send you the link. You can just click my face, send me a DM, and I'll hit you up with the link, and you can vote for that. We're trying to get to 2,000 votes. I think we're around somewhere between 700 and 800 votes right now. So.
Big up, big boxer, big up. Awards, April 11th.
Yep. When you see it, by the way, it's go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say, when you see it, it's not November 4th. Because the date, he's English, all right? They put the day first and then the month second. So don't look at that and think it's gonna be in November. I fell for that.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely coming soon. No, it's not in November. Which would be Scorpio season. We're in the middle of Aries season right now. We got 3 messages popped up in here.
Go ahead. You want to hit them?
Marshall Prescott. Let's see what he's talking about.
Well, what about the exotic like flash leveraging that they use for certain types?
I don't think this is the same brother that I was thinking is.
Probably
Got
not.
anything for that?
Again, anytime you're the stock market in the short run is a gamble. I mean, it's like people who have, you know, you go to the casino and you see the people sitting there with their little charts on the craps table or on they're looking, you know how they made the most money in roulette when they put that thing up there that showed you like the last 15 numbers. They made so much money because people think that there's some kind of pattern or method or whatever, and there really isn't. In the short run, it's just people, and you're trying to gauge what millions and millions of people and investors are doing with their money on a short term, and it's there's no people will tell you there's patterns, they'll tell you this and that, but just like there's professional gamblers, but that's very rare people. They don't make casinos off of winners. So that's anyway. So I don't know. I don't.
Another one. Let's see what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
good.
Let's see what he's gonna say.
Well, I mean, also, I mean, it's really about at this point, if you really want to make a move like that, you would actually make a move for full infrastructure. You build your own high frequency data centers like leading edge, and then you would get a quantum to run your back content.
I don't even know what he's talking about. Here's what I do want to say about Lamar's comment. All right. So what's a pack of cigarettes go for?
Almost $10.
All right. And typical smoker, how much do they smoke in a day?
That's a hard question because when I was a smoker, I quit.
Okay.
I could smoke cigarettes and I would smoke like maybe 5 a day.
Okay. How many?
Maybe 7. You know.
How many is in a
20
pack?
in a pack.
All right. So we're saying a pack every 3 days. So 2 packs a week.
Yeah. So let's say 2 packs a week.
All right. So we got 2 packs a week. We're talking. So we're talking $20 a week. All right. So $20.
Do you feel like this method of showing people how they already spend their money?
Yep.
It's definitely the best, right?
Yep.
It's the best, right? Because you already spend your money, people. But what I'm going to say to you is, do you think even though you agree that it's the best way, that at times it might make people defensive and not hear it?
No. I'm just trying to show you what you spend your money on. I'm not telling you what you should do with it. But when people say things
Right.
like, I don't have money to invest.
Show them, like, bro, you be spending your money on this.
Yeah. Here's the money. You know? So if you're doing 2 packs a week, which I've had people tell me I smoke a pack a day. I know a lot of people do it, but we'll stick with yours. So 52 weeks, you're talking about $1,000 a year. So in 10 years, you've basically smoked a small car. That's if you're doing 2 packs a week. So, and the price of cigarettes goes up. So the point being is, what I promote to people is not necessarily you gotta stop smoking, you gotta stop doing that. You can still do what you want to do. Just take your investment money out first. All right. If for some reason, if you were, let's not use smoking because that's very addictive, but what most people will do is when they decide to spend money on something that's outside of their normal realm, like food and their bills and whatnot, they go and they look at their checking account and they go, do I have it? If I have it, then I'll buy whatever doodad thing I need to buy. If I don't, then I won't. So the point being is, take that investing money out first. Like the first 10% of every dollar you make needs to go into investing. Just like the government comes and takes their money first, you need to be just as you need to be just as strong. And you just won't, just like when the government comes and takes their money, if you take 10% out, if you're making $600 a week and you take $60 out and you put it towards investing and it's gone, like you can't get it, then you'll just live off the 540. That's what you'll do. So you'll find a way. Just like if an emergency happened, you find a way to do it. So you got to be able to have that discipline. And if you're doing that, if you're targeting, because your goal, your end goal is to make your investments make you enough money so that you don't got to work no more. See, if you're taking, what most people do is they go to work, government takes their money, then they spend all the money, and then if they have anything left, they say, okay, well, I'll use that to invest, maybe, possibly, and don't do it. Okay, and
Right.
and that's not going to get you where you need to go. You need to say, okay, let the government take their part. I got to take my 10% off the top, and that money is going is seed money to continue to build money to work for me. So eventually, that seed money, that investment money, will be able to pay my bills. Like, the goal is to live off of your money, not live off of your time. That,
Facts.
you know.
So,
So
so
yeah, good.
I was gonna say itty bitty butterflies weighing in. She was agreeing that people do get defensive at times when they hear this soliloquy, this recipe, this process,
Mm-hmm.
and she says that people like to feel like they're stuck. What do
Right.
you think about that? Do you think is there a big percentage of people that just can't escape the FOMO or escape the inability to make that first step because they just don't see that? I mean, I'm trying, man. I even did what you said, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did the little Cash App routine since we've been talking.
Okay.
I actually like that. I like it. You know why? Because no accounts that I owe bills to are connected to my Cash App.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
So
not
it
sucking
just
it out.
literally works. Yeah, it just literally works like an app that holds cash. I'm not tripping off money like falling. Like, oh shit, I forgot about that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen that way. So
For sure.
I put the money in there on a Sunday or a Monday, and last week I fucking bummed it. Or actually, I should say this week I'm bumming it. I spent a lot already on it, but it's a good method. You know what I mean? I like that, and then that's kind of similar to what you're speaking on as far as like taking something out already and like compartmentalizing the bread a little bit.
Yeah. Actually, I was looking up. I'm gonna put it on the site. I got to remember the name of the company. It was a pretty cool idea. You know, when you try to cancel something, it's a pain in the ass. Like, they're like, oh, are you sure? You want to, maybe we'll reduce it for 6 weeks, or we'll do something, or you just got to make a phone call, or you just forget. So there's this company that what they do is they make you a separate, every time you like want to join Hulu or you want to join something or whatever, it'll make you a separate card, like I don't know how to say it, but just a credit card, debit card number that you have to put money in. It won't siphon the money out of your regular bank account. So that way, when you want to cancel it, you don't have to go through the rigmarole. You just cut that card. You have to. So and they can't just go and siphon money, because because a lot of people, they won't cancel things, or they won't do things because you gotta cancel your entire debit card, and you got all these things hooked up to it.
Yeah,
You
or
know?
whatever it may be. It seems like some people forget. Yeah, that is a process. That's interesting.
Yeah, and also
I'm a victim of that too.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think a lot of us are when it comes to the streaming things and all these like in-app purchases and shit like that you're talking about. So
Yeah,
like
and
from Hulu to Netflix and HBO Max, Disney Plus, and all that shit.
right.
Cancel it.
And even when you're trying to make, and so you don't have to put your own you don't have to put your main account out there all the time, so people can't get so they might be able to get, if you're one of these cards, these fake dummy cards, basically gets swiped in security or privacy, they don't got your main bank account. They just got whatever money is in this fake card you set up, one for Amazon, you set up one for whatever, and it doesn't automatically pull from your checking account. It'll only have what it has in it. And you don't got to have all these cards. They're not real. They're not like actual cards. They're just on the internet. I got to look up the name of the company. I'm going to give some more information about it. I'll probably put it on my
check it. It looks like they're loving what you're talking to because you got one of the super fans playing there. Let's see what she's talking.
Rashad Radio.
Oh, look at that purple.
And Maddie, what's up, you guys? So I was actually cleaning, and then I saw that I actually forgot that you guys had this live. So good looks, Rashad. I'm going live on Instagram and reminded me. So I have to say, I did hear when you said that some people like to feel stuck. J. Cole said the best. In the struggle, ugliness, and the success. Yep, it's a fact. But let's be real though, everybody loves a comeback. Everybody loves those comeback stories. So it could have a little addiction to something, for sure.
All right, big up to Millie J. Green. That's a super fan. And y'all see what she's got right there. It's an ability to break through our conversation and say something.
It's called True Bill.
Ah,
You're talking about
no.
that. It's called True Bill. Hopefully, Rashad is playing the fan messages and he could get the response to these questions.
Oh my God. I said we did. J. Green's a super fan, y'all. Big up to you. I don't think you've been waiting too long. We do have some messages though, so we get to them real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, hit him. Yeah,
No figures at the door. Let's see what he's talking about.
How about me, Maddie? What about me?
Yeah, you recognize that guy?
Yeah, big body.
A free talk. To find some free conversation around here lately.
I did a talk with Big Body.
I was trying to say, do you recognize his avatar?
Oh, probably. I mean, no, I recognize his name. Although he just changed to the blue hat. I think it's a part of the blue hat crew now. But
Shout out to the blue hat crew.
But me and Big Body did Big Body X did a talk on sales techniques a couple days back. It was a good talk. I enjoyed it. We might have to do a second one of those.
Big Body X. He's got another one for you.
Yep.
That's what he's talking about.
You know, like when I was for coach customer, it was like before you came outside here, I think a cigarette. He's like, yeah. So how many out of curiosity, how many cigarettes do you smoke a month? I mean a day. He said about 6. Okay, so 6 cigarettes, that's let's say about maybe 2 packs a month, right? I mean 2 packs a week, right? Yeah. Okay. And what $10 a pack? Yeah. So that's $10 a pack. So you about between $80 and $100, correct? Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
It's a month.
Great. So you don't want to spend that amount on this mattress. Because the mattress is actually better for your health. So cigarettes is actually killing you.
Yeah, that's a sales thing. Break down what they do. I do it for. I used to do it for my students because they would try to sell products, and I would try to get them to understand that same concept. People spend the money anyway. It's not like everyone's out here saving money.
No. We're a nation of spenders.
Yeah, True Bill.
You can spend.
Go ahead.
You spend like you spending on the subscriptions for Rashad Radio or Matty Wash. This is a little minor problem that we are having with the audio, and I believe one of my co-hosts that uses the phone on speakerphone.
Yeah.
It's all good. The way that happens is just a little bit of a delay. However, if you would want to see, if you ever have the ability to try with headphones, the quality of your conversation, it might be better because the music that's playing, you won't hear it go up and down. I think it probably goes up and down on your side too, as far as you talk. But if you have headphones in, it'll sound way different because stereo has an option where you can switch to the external mic on the headphones, and it's clean, man. And trust me, I try to tell people about it, but I know some people don't want to have headphones on. Last night, thought that talk. Like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm like, all right. Maybe you would think about it, but.
And I'll take. The thing is, so you're not talking about Bluetooth headphones.
No, those are the worst. I'm talking about if you have an iPhone, the wired white cords ones are always the best. But if you don't have an iPhone, a lot of headphones come with microphones on them, and so even if they don't come with microphones on them, the headphone alone will give you a different quality as far as like the volume going up and down when I'm playing beats. I turn it down a little bit just to make make it sound better. But like if you had headphones on, trust all it would just change it a little bit, but not Bluetooth, not Bluetooth.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got a Google phone, so it's challenging. There's no jacks or anything. It's just the main charging cord.
They don't have a jack for the headphones?
No.
That's interesting. iPhone's getting close to be like that too.
Yeah. Anyway.
They keep changing shit. Yeah, anyways, we're back on the episode number 2. No FOMO. There's a couple people in the building. Make some noise for yourselves. Clap, clap, clap. That's the wrong button. That's a kiss. Need some fire. Need the fucking applause. Need y'all to share this thing because honestly, we've been spoiling y'all. A lot of things on Rashad Radio have been gifts for the stereo streets, to be honest with y'all. Now that I'm like teaming up with really good content creators like my man Matty Wash, or my man Bitcoin Boxer, or my girl Millie J. Green, that, you know what I'm saying? Things are about to change, you know what I mean? Like for real, y'all think about it. Y'all following the stock market, y'all following crypto, y'all following NFT, y'all following people trying to, increase their worth and their value. I mean, why wouldn't we? So, welcome to episode 2 of No FOMO. I got my man Matty Washington here. Just give it up for him, for real. This is good shit right here. He can give you some advice. I'm already taking his advice slowly but surely, and that's why I'm like taking my time, brother, because I want to do a couple episodes.
Sure.
Too much sauce.
Sure.
And I'm not even in control of this. He's got a blueprint in his mind of how he wants to give it out to y'all. So, at this point, with 5 messages, let me see if any of them are super fan joints. They're not. You let me know what you want to do, bro. You want to go ahead and continue and unveil how you think people should start soaking it up in this process that we're going to give them?
Okay, yeah, I'll give a little bit, then we can go to the messages. I mean, what I highly recommend people to do, because I'll explain it, but I mean, if you go on my website, ilovemattywash.com, there ain't nothing there for you. Don't got to pay no money. It's just if you go into the money management strategies, there's a wealth building budget, and then I do a breakdown, a video on there that shows you how to do the budget. And if you're not good at it, but the budget, a lot of times people don't like to be on budgets because they're like, I just, they want to have that ability to do. They're like, oh, I don't want to be constrained. I want to do what I got to do. There's that there's that element in it. So basically the way it breaks down is you get your income, right? After your income, you take out your 10% for investing. And for people who say, well, I can't afford to do that. Well, you can't afford not to do it. That's just the way I think about it. Because right now you're running on the hamster wheel, and how are you going to get off? So if you don't have any plan to get off, then you just like, what do you think is going to change? Like at some point, you're just going to hit the lottery and you don't even play the lottery. Like, what do you think is going to happen? So, so I don't know. Hope is a bad business plan, as my mentor used to say. So you got to have a plan. And so if it means cutting back a little bit, 10% ain't much, but it's got to be at the top end, because you're telling your mind that it's important. Like this money, and that money is not like, it's not savings money. It's not rainy day money. It's gone. It's like you can't go to the government and be like, hey, my car broke down. Can I get some of that money that I'm holding for taxes that you took out for FICA? Can you? No, it's gone. It doesn't exist. It's the same way. You get it back if at the end of the year, if your taxes are done, then we'll give you some money back. It's the same way you got to look at that money, that 10%. That investing money is going into, it's not necessarily going into just investing, it's making you money. I get so excited when I have like a little dividend account I just started, and I got my dividends this week, this past month for the first quarter. I was like $15, nothing huge. But I'm like, you know what I did for that $15? Absolutely nothing. I did nothing. And so
not a nan nutter.
Yeah. If somebody's like, oh, I want to make $15 an hour. I was like, I make $15. I didn't do nothing. I didn't even work an hour. How about that? So now I'm taking that 10%, I'm putting it back in there. I took that $15 and I reinvested and bought another dividend stock. And so I'm going to keep letting that grow and grow. And eventually I have different paths, but that's one of the paths you can take. Is that, by the way, if you don't know what dividend stock is, there's different types of stock. One type of stock is like a growth stock. So everybody kind of knows that. Like I'm going to buy, I buy a stock at $10, it goes up to $20, I sell it, I made $10 profit, right? That's a growth stock, which I invest a lot in that, like Tesla, right? But also I invest 30% of my investment money into dividend stocks. So one of the dividend stocks that I got is, I should pull it up. Like Walgreens, for example, is one of my big dividend stocks. So Walgreens pays a dividend of, if I remember correctly, 40 cents per share. I'll tell you in a second. So whatever, it doesn't matter exactly what the number is, but so if they pay 40 cents a share, so if I have 10 shares, I'm making $4, right, for each share every quarter, right? So if the stock goes up, the stock goes down. So companies give dividends to get people to, usually they're more established companies, and the goal is to get people to not sell their shares, you know, because they're not growing as much anymore. You know, Walgreens is pretty much everywhere. Coca-Cola, Disney, these all have like, it's not like Coca-Cola is going to have some massive growth out of anywhere. So you're buying the stock to, as a shareholder, as taking a percentage of the revenue. They make a revenue, they give you there, so their stock doesn't drop. So by buying dividend stock, you're making money. I'm pulling it up on my screen here for those that are going to watch this on the YouTube.
Rashad Radio.
Here we
Go
go.
listen to the No Fomo episode 2. Got my man Matty Wash pulling it up. Make sure y'all share this shit, clap it up, man. Leave your messages, get to them in a second. Break it down, shit, giving y'all the jewels.
All right, so I have 3 dividend stocks that I'm buying right now. One is WBA, which is Walgreens, which I just said. I bought in there at, well, I started buying, now that actually is growing too. So I bought in at $39. I bought 21 shares and now it's up to $51. Now, I didn't buy it for that growth. That growth is nice, but the reason I bought it is because I knew it was giving off a dividend. And so once I get that dividend money, that's money that I just reinvest that and buy another share, or, you know, where I buy a fractional of a share. So the goal is to continue to build, let that money work and work and work for you. And then I know, if you use the budget, I know what my, yeah, they give 46 cents a share, right, every quarter. I know after looking at my budget, here's all my expenses. Here's all the things I got to pay each month: rent, food, you know, whatever you got, you know, utility bills, phone, blah, blah, blah. That comes out to a number. When your passive income, in this case, talking about dividends, which is a passive income, right? I don't got to do anything. When your passive income can pay for all your expenses, you don't got to work no more.
That's the ultimate idea.
Right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
Right? So you could keep working if you want to, but you don't got to. That's the goal. Get there. And that's what I call retirement. You know, retirement is not when you get to a certain age. Retire, like you can retire if your investments can pay all your expenses, you're officially retired as far as I'm concerned. Right?
How long do you think it takes for people to like really like get the swing of things on this? You know what I mean? Like how many episodes do you feel like would be adequate enough for you to like have beat it into their head a good way to come on now, y'all should get started with that. Like
every episode we have to do it. People don't learn the first time. It takes time. It takes time. But you can start small. That's why I'm talking about small numbers. I'm talking about $4, $15. Like you just got to start that process and develop that habit. And if you develop the habit and the process, then what happens is when you get a lot of money. Did I do the story of the kid with the ice cream cone last week? I don't want to bore you with the same stories. So a lot of people think when I get more money, then I'll do all this stuff. I'll manage money, right? And there's a story of a woman, and she brings her kid into the ice cream store. She buys him a ice cream cone with 1 scoop. And the kid's, 5 years old, 6 years old, doesn't really understand how it works. He's licking one side, as they walk out the store, licks too hard, the ice cream cone, the ice cream scoop falls off onto the ground, right? Kid starts crying. Mom's like, all right, let's go back in and get you another one. She go back in, and then as she's getting the kid the second cone, the kid sees the poster on the wall of the triple scoop. Okay, and pulls on mom's coat and points to the picture. Says, I want that. Now, if you're that mom, are you buying the kid who just dropped one scoop on the ground, the triple scoop? Hell's no. You're like, you don't even know how to handle one scoop. You want me to give you three? That's like the universe looking at you managing your money. It's like, why am I going to give you more money when you can't even manage properly what you got?
Yeah, I would definitely be the parent. It's like, fuck no, you're lucky we came back in this bitch. I'm about to go fuck off like the podcast with Matty W.I.S.E. What the hell's going on?
So
that's funny. I like that.
Yeah. So the point being is manage what you got. And then if you set up a good system, the amount of money that comes into the system doesn't matter. Things shouldn't change. Like if I all of a sudden got a check for $50,000, somebody died and I got an inheritance from like it would just go into my system. And it would, 10% would go to investing, and then it would go, and then it funnels down. There's more to the money management, but that's the system that it would go. And that system's there, no matter whether if I find $1 in the street, 10 cents goes in my little jar there that eventually at the end of the month goes into my investment account. Like it's just a system, and you follow the system.
Now,
go ahead.
We've been saying investment account, and we're just being kind of vague. We have not even said what type of places people should invest. That's not even. We're actually just trying to get you there to the idea of like taking money and putting it into investments.
Correct.
Before we start talking about which ones you should invest with, because that's a playground, right? It's like,
yeah. Yeah, people want to know, like, if I get this much, what should I invest in? What stock? What this? What that? I'm like, well, it depends. What's your plan? What's your goal? Should you do an investment stock, or should you a growth stock, or a dividend stock, or crypto, or like these are just vehicles. That's why they're called investment vehicles, right? They're vehicles to get you to your goal. But if you don't know what your goal is, if you don't even know what the numbers are, then you don't know what the right vehicle is. You might want to take an airplane to get to your thing, but if your goal is across the street, an airplane is the wrong vehicle.
Bars, y'all. Listen, my man Lamar J said if we waited 15 minutes, the messages would play automatically, and I hate to say it, but it's not correct. Because Marshall Prescott's been waiting a hefty 20 minutes.
All right, you can play him. Go.
I apologize, but I do appreciate you waiting there, brother. I do know that if you want to get your shit heard a little bit faster, you want to enter the conversation, you want to get at Matty W.I.S.E, you want to get at me, Rashad Radio, just get the fucking subscription. Going away. Like, we're about to be on this joint giving good content. It's about to get a little bit more and more scarce. People have been spoiled with the talents that are on these stereo streets. So be prepared, yo. Things about to change. I do appreciate y'all tapping on the screen, making that motherfucking thing look fiery and clapping and all that love. But make sure you share it as well, man. That share makes it so people come here, man. Put it on your Twitter, put it on your Instagram, actually even put it in your damn text messages, because there's a bunch of people that probably need to invest too, for real. I'm gonna be real. Like, everybody can work on this type of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we get distracted with a lot of other stuff. Why not be distracted with some positive energy that me and Maddie got for y'all over here? You know what I'm trying to say, y'all? Like, and it's coming reliable. Like, I'm consistent. Maddie believes in it. Like, you don't think I'm gonna fucking shit the bed with this, right? You know I'm probably get better and better with you. So like, 100%. Right? You know what I'm saying? I already know that you're a dependable type of dude, and you got a good message, so I just wanted to help elevate that shit if I could, which way I can, with my beats, with my presence, with my friends, with my family, with y'all out here in the stereo streets, alright? So let's see what we talk about. Big what to do for them. Long way to
Well, I'd like to interject that. I mean, that's true. And I do have bad spending habits myself, but the difference between me and most people is if you gave me a check for $100 million,
No, I mean, here's the thing: is a lot of people. I wish people would spend time thinking about that, but or they do spend time like that. They do wishes and hopes. You know, if I had 100,000, if I got a million, if I hit the lottery, and 86% of people who hit the lottery are broke within 5 years, all gone. I was reading a story about this person who hit the lottery, um, lost everything it took them 8 years. They were in deeper debt than when they hit the lottery, and then they hit the lottery again,
Crazy.
and then
That's
they lost it all in less time. It took them 5 years to 7 years to lose it all, like because
illegal. That should be a crime.
but people
It really should.
it is it's a real it's okay. So if you've there's a great book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I promote it all the time. You can also find it on my find it on my website in the book section if you want to help me out that way. I got the Amazon link in there for that book. But that book talks. It just you got to understand it's a different mentality. Rich people, wealthy people, they just look at money differently than the way we're taught, and it's not a good or a bad thing. It's not you got to be evil or this or that. You just it's just a different way of looking at it. And what we're all taught, unfortunately, is we're not taught how to manage money. Like we're taught how to become a doctor, how to become an accountant, how to become a lawyer, how to become a teacher, how to get a job. But nobody tells you how how to manage the money that you get. There's no classes on money management and how to get out of the rat race because they don't. That's what they don't want you to do. They want you to be a cog.
It's a business for you to stay broke, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a business for y'all to stay consumers. We do have another message coming in.
Go ahead.
Jay Green, super fan.
I like it.
I feel like there should be some sort of law that if you hit the lottery twice and go broke twice, you should go to jail. You should just go to jail.
Right? Like, what type of dumbass shit?
Well, but here's the thing: is no one's told. Like people, like somebody will say, "Oh, if I hit the lottery, I know it'd be really." Do you know how you pay your taxes? Like, so what was it? It was Dave Chappelle, right? Everyone would say he was crazy. Yeah, he was going to make $30 million, or whatever it was, $50 million, and he had to, he decided to shut his show down and leave. And when he came back, he was on Oprah, and he's like, "What happened?" And you're like, when you make that kind of money, it's a different world. Like I'm a $50 million corporation now. I'm not Dave Chappelle, and right. And people don't understand, like, who are you gonna, like, if you don't have financial education, let's say somebody dropped $50 million on you. You don't even know, if you don't even know the people that are going to be taking advantage of you, because you don't know finances. Even if you hire someone to do your finances, they know you don't know what you're talking about or doing. How are you going to check them?
Exactly.
So you just lose it. It just goes. And as much as people say, "Oh, if I was in that situation," well, guess what? People win the lottery all the time. 86% of them lose everything. So it's not like we're not just talking about one dumb person. I'm talking about most of them.
we got another super fan message. I know this message is waiting in the queue, man. We're gonna get to y'all. Butterfly Takeover. I appreciate you checking out Instagram Live. The official UPC. Vaughn, I see y'all. Y'all want to get your message prioritized, man? Hit that subscribe button. You can do that. Rashad Radio got some more perks coming soon, man. Trust your money will not be misrepresented. It won't be wasted. And Maddie even has a great plan to say you're gonna get your shit back. Fucking with him.
We're taught how to be consumers, and then in school, when we're taking marketing classes, they teach us about this. Like, I mean, what is SEO for? What do SEO professionals do? They're out here trying to figure out what in the world it is that we're searching and stuff. That's why our data is so valuable. But with that said, it is true. For some reason, when you start having more of something, you just don't want to make stupid decisions. You want to make sure like you're making these right purchases. Like even for investing in stocks, it takes me a long time to figure out what the hell I want to do. Like I missed out so bad on the Zoom wave that I will forever hate myself for it. I will never forgive myself for not investing money on Zoom. I put all of my money on Moderna, which still did really well for me, but doesn't compare to what it would have been if it would have been Zoom.
Yeah. I hit Moderna and Zoom, so that was definitely. But then I sold out. I sold Zoom my way. But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. Well, when you're talking about buying stocks in the stock market, I'm not buying stocks to see them go up. I'm buying long term. I'm buying them to see them go up over 5 or 6 years or 10 years. I'm not trying to. I don't care what the price is today, unless I'm buying more.
Terminology called huddling. Is that called huddling or no?
I haven't heard that term, to tell you the truth. Let me look it up right now. No, I don't know. There might be something. I don't know everything. Let me look it up.
Appreciate y'all waiting, man. But look, man, W.I.S.E got something to say. It's the W.I.S Rashad radio show. We'll let y'all weigh in real quick, man. See what United Sports talk about. It'll make me young, so apologize.
Yo, do you boys have a creator code? I'm trying to join the creator program. COVID and stuff, I got made redundant, so I really want to make stereo my main kind of, job. And if you guys have a creator code, man, hit me up on my socials or even let me know on stereo, man.
He thinks we got the code. We don't got the code.
Well, first of all, I've been listening to your talk via Instagram, and I want to say, very good talk. Definitely there's been a lot of valid points made. Shot Radio, I've been, listening and following for a while. W.I.S E, I think I just started following pretty recently on IG for a little bit only, I think, on stereo. But what I was saying was that I think that some people want to feel that they are stuck because they really don't want to quit their vices. However, they really do want to have more money. They just don't have the discipline for it. Just my thoughts, though. Enjoying the talk, and I'm listening.
Yes, for sure.
I'll be Butterfly checking in.
Yeah, that discipline thing with the money, with the just to cap on that, that's the whole point of having this budget that I set up. It's to take that whole I need to have discipline out of it, because if you have money in your account and you just have all of it piled into one account, it's harder to go, should I spend this? Should I not? What's coming in, what's going out? Like you're out at the club, you're like, you know what? Let me just get the extra bottle. We're having fun. But if you have it in a separate account and then that account goes to nothing, then I can't get the extra bottle. Like I don't have any other money. I don't bring that card that pays the bills with me when I go out or when I do whatever. That card doesn't exist. That account. I have my account that I have my account, my investing accounts. That money is gone. You can't, even if I wanted to take money out of my E-Trade or out of my Robinhood or my Webull accounts, my stock accounts, I got to A, sell the stock. B, I then have to take the money and send it to myself. And it takes 2 or 3 days. So there's no compulsory, let me just take this money out real quick. So it eliminates that whole discipline part. You have to have that plan to deal with that. And part of my budget that I've set up for people is, after you have your income, your investing money comes out, you pay your bills, and then you have what I call decision money. Like after the bills are paid, right, everything that's left is you got to decide what to do with it. So then you can make up your own percentages, but part of the 3 categories it goes into with the decision money is you go into the no guilt bucket. That goes to a separate account that you can just spend. You don't have no guilt. That's just It could be 50% of that decision money, 60%, 70%, whatever you want it to be. That money is, I spend it on whatever I want. Then you have the 6-month saving. Like you want to have 6 months of expenses saved.
That's right.
Right? And that savings account is your quote unquote emergency fund. So if something goes bad, your car breaks down, whatever, that's where that is. That's not your investment money. That's your, you want to get up to the point where you have 6 months of this is cash. You're not putting it into stocks or Bitcoin. You just have this in a savings account that you're putting there for that reason. And then the third bucket is your debt reduction. And I just posted a video on my YouTube on how to cut your debt in half, how to pay off your debt, like credit cards, mortgage, car payments, all with the same amount of money by just using a certain technique. You don't have any extra money. It's just using the technique, paying the cards off and paying things off in the right way. And so there's a YouTube. I have a whole YouTube video on that. We could talk about that on here one day. We'll just do that. But so that's where it goes.
You don't have to feel any type of rush for anybody that's listening. If you feel like you just got in, you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? Don't worry, man. This is just episode 2. This is No Fomo, my man Matty W.I.S.E. Give it up for him. Give it up for yourself. Y'all are a great audience, great questions, great comments. We have super fans like Millie J. Green in the building. Let's see the messages. Let's see what she's talking about right quick. Then we're gonna get to the rest of them, and that's cool with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're right, Maddie. You're 100% right. And I do have, like, my Tesla. That's what I see Tesla as. Like, I bought myself a good, 25. Thinking about buying myself some more now. Might as well do that since I haven't purchased a home yet. So I am thinking, like, what they're going to look like long term when it comes to Tesla. And a few other stuff, like I'm just kind of stuck on a few of them because they're low. But I'm thinking, you know what, I should just keep them anyways. Like, that's the point of getting them. You're right. I shouldn't be thinking short term. But this is coming from, first generation born Latina to immigrant parents. They came from El Salvador. Both of them stopped going to school in middle school. They both decided to come to the United States. Anyways, next message.
All right, she's got some more. Let's get to them. Let's see what's going on. I see y'all making that screen fire. I like that. Let's go.
So they didn't know any of this stuff. Like, they were going to high school while I was going to school. And just straight up, like, March of last year of 2020 was the first time I had ever invested in the stock market. Prior to that, I was popping bottles at the club, and I said to myself, okay, every weekend I'm going to start buying stock, and I'll drop $2-3 grand, because believe it or not, my dumbass would do a lot of stupid shit. But it's been life changing, and it definitely has made me look at my money completely differently, to the point where I'm almost afraid of doing certain things because I don't want to make the wrong move. Whereas before, I'm like, whatever, I'm going to take this risk. So I did notice that shift in my risk taking as well.
She's got some more, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all keeping it up in there. The claps and the fire. Hey, share this thing. Let them know what's going on every Sunday. No Fomo. We every other Sunday, right? Every other Sunday. We could do a weekly joint if we want to.
If you want to do weekly, I'm here weekly. It's up to you, my friend.
Ooh, look at that, y'all. Matty W.I.S.E, man, appreciate you, bro. Let's see what's going on, man. Next priority message. Remember, y'all can subscribe. There's not too much, is it? I don't know. Talk about that later.
Yes, Maddie, what you just said right now. When you're at the club, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get another bottle. Exactly. Or I did this. You guys want to ready real quick? Let's take a quick little break. The pettiest thing I ever did, just to like show off, because I was doing good for myself, and there's this chick I didn't like, and this dude I used to date trying to piss me off. He was about to buy her the bucket of roses. So I called my guy. Yeah, the guy that does the bucket of roses. Like, that's the thing about me. I network with everybody. I hit him up and I said, when you get here, come straight to my table. I'm on the left side of the DJ booth, and I bought the bucket of roses for myself. By the way, he gypped me too. This motherfucker really gypped me because I had called him in advance. can. So he's like, fuck it. He took like 2 dozens out. I bought the entire dozen. I mean, the entire dozen, the entire.
Wow. Really, that's so funny. I think there's a little bit more. And let's see, is there one more here? There it is.
The entire bucket of roses just to be like, yeah, motherfuckers, boom. And, you know, I ended up taking him home, and she ended up, I don't know, taking an Uber home. But anyways, I'm stupid and petty like that. Well, I used to be. I'm 32 now. I'm a grown woman. But yeah, so it's true. We need to really spread our money, invest it in different areas, put it in crypto. I did that. I was afraid of that too, because that's the thing. I feel like we don't educate each other, like in the Black and brown community. We don't educate each other enough. Like, we really are out here spreading conspiracy theories over educating each other, and we jump on the conspiracy theory shit because it always ends up being the coolest stuff. And it's like, no, you guys, like, come on, like, really invest in this, like, crypto. Your money's not gonna fucking disappear. Make sure you do things properly, because yeah, you can get hacked, etc. Anyways, I'm talking too much, you guys.
Oh, I need to do.
That was great.
Yes.
Was great for the
I need to do a show with Millie J. Yeah.
Millie J, hit him with the fucking
Please.
fire.
She said a bunch of things, and I'm not going to take a lot of time on them, but I do want to. There's 2 things I want to. I kind of wrote down here. Number one, what she just said is that's what drives me nuts, is that people will be on here. So, okay, let me take the secret. Let me take the secret people, okay, with their manifesting. All right. I'm going to go at you next right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm sorry. All right. But I ain't never seen Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates or any of these people on the top list talking about they're sitting around emotional, charging, doing their money talk in the mirror, whatever it is, hocus pocus you think that's happening. Those people, usually the people who are talking about that ain't got the bread that I'm looking at. I'm just being real. I'm looking at the people who make the money and seeing what they do. That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to, the person flipping the tarot cards about my money, because that's not the people I see with money ain't doing that. So you can do that and you can be entertained by it, but I'm gonna go look at the people. I study the people who have what I want. That's what I'm studying. So all that stuff is fun as far as I'm concerned, and you can do it, but you want to look at the tried true methods. You got to look at the people who are where you want to go and do that. That's, I don't take relationship advice from Steve Harvey. I'm sorry. So I won't do it.
I'm getting text messages, man. I don't know who they are. I don't like to read and
Yeah.
entertain at the same time, but it's just somebody wants to message.
Go ahead.
Man, like, it's almost the end of the show.
Oh man, are we?
Okay. I just want to say something.
Good.
No, it's not almost the end of the show like that, but to the point of where, like, I do want y'all to know that, like, I can get to them a little bit quicker if you do this little.
Hey, it's your girl Rara.
Rara.
Happy Ishtar. Passing through as I get ready. Listening to you guys. Well, I just came in right now, actually, but what is up, Maddie Wash? And hello, Rashad Radio. What's cracking? What's good? No Fomo. Remind me again what Fomo is? I forgot. Am I the only one?
No, you're not the only one. Fomo, fear of missing out. We're not preaching fear of missing out here. We're not saying, oh, hey, you're missing out. Even though I do say subscribe. But there will be a time where it might be a little bit harder to get jewels that we give so plentiful, because Matty Wash might be a master of it without patting himself on the back. I'll tell him that I think you, my man Bitcoin Boxer, you know what I mean? Y'all got it on lock as far as the money and the investment talk. I want to talk to you. And I think that everybody's time is valuable. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. You're on Rashad Radio. We're going to get to these messages. My man Vaughn is in the building. This this is his next message. I think he is actually the brother that's texting me. He says, "This is great, yeah. Big up to Vaughn, yo. DMV in the house, yo. See you. I don't even know how you found out about this shit, but this is great. This shit is growing, yo. Let's go."
I think DC Metro's in the house. This voice seems familiar.
Uh-oh. Getting big out here. This is DMV in the building. My man Vaughn, fellow Scorpio gang. I don't even know how he found out my shit because the only connection that we have that I know is a dude who never fucking calls me back or anything. I don't know where the fuck. So big up to Vaughn in the building. We got started around 3:33. I do these lucky silly numbers even though back was just joking on the fucking numbers and all that shit. I thought it's funny that happened like that. So we've been going for about an hour, 10 minutes, and I could probably rock till about 5, maybe 5:15. But I want people to understand that time is valuable, and we will give this to you reliably on Sundays. It looks like now, man. So big up to my man Matty W.I.S for making that commitment and joining the Rashad Radio squad and lineup.
I have one quick thing here also from Millie J. This is really quick. Again, I know I'm promoting the website a lot, but I got a lot of good stuff on there for you. If you go on to my website, ilovemattywash.com, you go into, I'm pulling it up right now. Is it the money strategies or the videos and yes, no, it's under money strategies. It's called Tesla's Dominance. All right. So Millie J talked about Tesla. Watch the video I have under there and understand why Tesla, first of all, Tesla just doubled their production. They just released their production numbers for Q1. So they doubled their production numbers from last year Q1 to this year Q1. This is during a pandemic. This is with a microchip shortage, and this is without them. They refreshed their Model X and Model S. So those two, their two high-end luxury biggest margin cars, they weren't even making in Q1 because they're refreshing them. And they still doubled their. They did 186,000 deliveries. They're going to double their deliveries this year. That's what I'm predicting. And their price target, I mean, right now they're at 640. Because of that news came out Thursday night, and because it was Good Friday, the markets weren't open. So watch Tesla stock on Monday, tomorrow. I'm buying on my Webull account because I can buy at 4 a.m. On a Webull. You can buy pre-market if you do Webull. So I'm going to try to grab a couple more shares in the morning. But that stock is, I don't know, get it. I don't know what to tell people. I'm tempted. I've been tempted to literally selling. I've been doing it actually. I haven't done it all, but I've sold probably about, I would say 30 to 40% of my portfolio and just put it all into Tesla for the next couple of years. There's a video that goes into it a lot more detailed that I'm not going through right now, but watch the video. It'll teach you.
All right. I'm about to get in trouble, so I put the I'm in trouble beat on Rashad Radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Show my man Matty W.I.S no Fomo. No, you're good.
What are you getting in trouble for?
I'm just having fun with it. I got a super message in here. I was looking through the queue. I was like, oh shit, there's a super message. We got to get to it. It's almost like it's Millie J. See, if y'all don't know, I don't have that many subscribers, but I do appreciate her, and I do appreciate all y'all listening. Honestly, there's no pressure, but she does get priority when she pays that rent. Yep. Here we go. Let's see what she's talking about.
Yo, Maddie said, looking in the mirror, their bread.
That was funny. It's funny. It was funny. And, that's why she has a comment that she gave me that when she got it.
All right. First thing I want to say is I sent you guys both a message when I'm like, yo, I'm feeling this conversation. And I look at the time and it's 4:44, and you guys got 11 people, and it was 1:11 and 1 second. It was fucking crazy. I sent you guys both the picture. I kind of freaked me the fuck out. Because Rashad was like, oh, someone's in the messages. So you know me, I'm like, let me see who's listening to see if I can figure out who it could be. And then it's your boy from real life. Bro, you don't even know, like, that's what I'm saying. And it's so dope. It's so dope, right? because you could really just start being you without the ass kissing, because people might get their panties in a bunch because you're being you and they just don't get you. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole other topic. I just want to say, like, that's what you should always be, you. Be who you are. If you're business, be business. If you're a conspiracy theorist, by all means, be a conspiracy theorist. If you're wild and business, be wild.
All right, Billy J in the building, dropping the bombs, y'all. Listen, man, this is another episode. We got people.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just also kind of fucking stoned, so I'm a little too amped right now. But it's just like, that's the thing. That's why, I just don't change who I am, because this is who I am, and the people I do business with are the people that accept and understand who I am. I know how to act according to where my surroundings are. Or what my surroundings are like, I think. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. Like I said, I'm a little stoned right now, but Maddie, you're dope as fuck. The first time I ever heard you was actually with Miss Mitty, who is one of my favorite fucking people here. Not just like, oh, she's my favorite, she's so nice. No, like, she is like a woman I aspire to be. So, I think it's just dope to see how now you're with my boy Rashad, as well. And we have a dope ass show where we talk to strangers. I'm high.
All right, she's high, but it's okay.
And yes, I say how things get connected because there is one connection that at the end of the day that happens no matter what. That connection is called the business people that stick together because we all like the same shit. Money.
That's right.
Yes, that's what we're trying to make
never
people.
lied, y'all.
Yep. Thank you, Millie J.
You come through that microphone, man. Thank you so much for these comments, Billy J. Thank you for the subscription. Let's see who's else at our door. Can I get this message, my brother? You feel like hearing from Yuka Lady? She says,
Hey, Rashad Radio, and how are you guys doing? I'll be happy to fly down.
EMC squared. Your background was kind of loud, but I can feel the love. Appreciate you coming through. Hope you stuck around. Here's another one from my man Vaughn out there.
What do you guys think of Robinhood? Do you think it's a good investment platform?
So on my on my website and on my YouTube, I do a video going through all the different platforms and kind of like the pros and the cons of each one. The good thing about Robinhood is that you can buy fractional stock on Robinhood. So if you want to buy, let's say you were like, oh, I want to buy some Tesla stock, but it's $640, a share, and it'll be higher, I guarantee, on Tuesday. But I don't got $600 to just invest. So I got $50. So you can buy a fractional share on Robinhood. You can buy $50 of Tesla, and if Tesla goes up 5%, your $50 goes up 5%. So you can do that. That's how I know Super High is fine. He's like I'm up to two shares of Tesla now, because he's been buying a little bit and following my program, buying a little bit each week. So that's, you got to start somewhere, start small. But that's the good thing about Robinhood. You heard me talk about Webull before. Webull's a little bit, each one has a different, there's no good or bad. It's just each brokerage has different good things and bad things. So let me not go too deep in it, but if you want to watch that video,
you can't get fractionals on Webull or something?
No, you can't get fractionals on Webull, but Webull, you're able to buy aftermarket and pre-market. So like I said, so like, so that's it. Well,
is it whack for me to boo that?
No, it's just different. So like, so Robinhood, for example, you can only buy pre-market, like the market opens up Eastern time at 9:30. So you can only buy 2 hours before pre-market on Robinhood, where on Webull you can buy at 4 a.m. And you can also buy until 6 p.m. So you got I think Webull 7 p.m. where Robinhood doesn't allow you to buy. So that after, so like if and a lot of companies, what they do is they do their earnings after the market closes, just like Tesla just did their announcements. A lot of companies do that. They'll do it like Thursday night, Friday night after the market closes, and then you have to wait till the market opens. But what happens is everybody in the pre-market will drive up the price or drive down the price depending on the news, and then you can't really get it. So that's why I have my Webull account, so I can do my I could do that. And then like I have an E-Trade account because you need to, if you want to buy like something like Humble, which I'm really bullish on Humble. But that's an OTC stock, which is basically means over the counter, which means it's a penny stock. It's at $3. Anything under $5 is considered a penny stock, right? So it's at $3.46. But you can't buy those on Webull or Robinhood. That's why I have an E-Trade. So each brokerage has its own good and pros and cons, and you just kind of, that's why I get a bunch of them, and I just, whatever I want to do, I just transfer the money from one to the other and do what I got to do.
Well, we got some more messages.
Yeah.
In, man. We got to get to them.
Yeah, sorry.
People are definitely looking like they're enjoying the show. No, you're good. Just gonna keep understanding that Maddie Wash and Rashad Radio come together. I used to say that I was gonna put things on Spotify like I used to. Things might be changing now with this subscription platform, but yeah, I see the fire. I really feel the love. I need y'all to follow Maddie Wash as well. Share this thing. There's a lot of things y'all can be doing while y'all waiting for your message to play. And if you want to subscribe, that's a great thing. If you want to share this, it's even better. All the things are optional.
That was just so perfectly described, Maddie. I agree 100%. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still on Robinhood, and I have more than enough. I should be switched in, is where I'm trying to get at. But at the end of the day, that's the thing. Like I said, my risk, and when I'm comfortable, I just kind of stay in certain areas, and that part right there, being too comfortable and taking less risk could really just kind of like fuck me. And we're not go there. Okay, you know what? The birds are chirping. I'm gonna go for a walk and just put you guys in my headset. I'm probably gonna leave another message though, but anyways, great answer on the Robinhood thing.
That was funny.
We love it.
Spicy sometimes. Now, let me make sure I got no priority joints. All right, let's get to the voiceover guy. Swing it to Rashad Radio.
Rashad Radio. Rashad Radio. Maddie Wash. No FOMO. Episode 2.
That's right.
Thank you, voiceover.
That's right. Big up to the voiceover guy. Y'all go follow that man. He out here making damage out there. This guy's gonna say something bad to us, so okay. I don't mind now that I can see it ahead of time. Now I got my hammer on deck. I don't have to shoot him, or like we could help him. Imagine if this brother waited around 20 minutes for his message to be played. Right? Let me touch his account real quick. See who's talking nowhere. James, man, your name is @Fatal, and you're insulting us. Did you stick around to say this? Okay, you're a child. I'm not gonna wait for that.
There you go.
So basically, Mrs. 222 rah 222. She really wanted just to say the happy Egyptian word she learned, and she also had nothing else to add but ridiculous sentiments.
Aww.
Very interesting with the spectacle you think you'd have.
That's another message that didn't really contribute to the conversation.
Rashad, you're in the DMV, so I'm in the V of the DMV. Yeah, I'm over in VA. Hampton Roads area, 757, representing Virginia Beach. Yay. Yeah, that's good. So we're like neighbors out here in these stereo streets.
Okay, so for everybody out there, shout out to her. We are like neighbors. Deep down there in the country.
Yeah, Virginia Beach is
real,
yeah.
like for real, man. Like no disrespect, but like as far as fuck, like I could go to New York. It's the same distance. Like seriously, like honestly, like you're that far down there. Like, I appreciate you, Virginia in the house. Rashad Radio with Maddie Wash, man, doing our thing. Talking about no FOMO episode 2, man. We got a lot of messages. Got a lot of people in here, man. Making us fire. Oh, that's another kiss, man. Don't kiss my ass. Make it fire. We don't got to do that. But thought provoking. Let's see if you got something that's a little bit more contributing to the conversation.
I'm also really big into numbers. It's funny that you mentioned that. Have you ever heard of the game roulette? I could teach you a few things that could probably make you millions.
All right, so that's definitely a tangent. We're not going on that. We got to follow what we're talking about. So if you stuck around, no offense, but we're not doing that.
Also, guys, there's one thing on my mind. Right, I suffer with like expression, and some people bully me about my face because I'm ugly, and I'm just getting down, and I'm getting really sick of it now.
I think that might be for somebody else's conversation. Maybe sometimes the messages get mixed up, so no offense to that, brother, but we're talking about no phone, we're talking about investments, if you will.
Maddie Watch. Hey, Rashad. How y'all doing? I'm just coming through to show y'all some love and support. Although I may not be able to subscribe right now, but I still rock with both of you.
Sloan, I'm gonna see you and treat you like you project. We just used to do that here, Rashad, so damn good. I love that shit. Tell you, that shit sounds good, man. Big up to Sloan in the building. Everybody that's swinging through right now, we got a lot of people in here. It's getting hot. I don't know if we can feel the temperature. We might have to keep it rocking for a little bit. This is episode 2 of No Fomo with my man Matty Wash. If you've never seen it before, I don't know how that is. Maybe you're just new to the app. You know what I mean? But give him a follow right now. Give me a follow as well. Share this shit on your timeline, whether it be Instagram, Twitter. I always try to tell people, do it in your text messages, man. Those people be in that joint loafing. You done fucking sent them a message, they ain't responding. Send them this Rashad radio shit, man. What's the littest shit on fucking stereo for real, for real? I ain't playing around. I've been kind of bashful for a little bit too long, y'all. Let's go. What's going on? Let's see what's officially.
Hola, how we doing?
I said that's a lovely voice.
Hey, Lady Boss, how's it going? That's my girl. I love Lady Boss.
That is okay. That's your people's.
Yes, love Lady Boss.
Give her a follow. Appreciate it.
She does the feminine voice.
Okay, so no children allowed, man. Kids
I don't know him.
Kids, man. Y'all parents are. I don't know what y'all are doing, man. How your kids got a fucking phone?
Really, guys? I'm like in the country part. I'm definitely not in the country part. I travel to DC, you know, about every other weekend, you know, and so it's only, what, 3 hours away?
Damn.
So I'm sure, yeah, you guys probably could drive to New York in 3 hours, but hey, I'm in DC in 3 hours. So how far is it really?
Yo, that's so funny, man. You know it's all love about these, but yeah. Like, all right, so listen, like, y'all that are just getting through right now, it's kind of like the end of the show. We're having some fun. We got the message that we're getting to. And Shorty told me that she's in Virginia. I'm out in Maryland. The DMV is definitely in the building. Matty Wash out in the tri-state representing from New York. It represented for investment and education and wealth on these stereo streets. He's going to do it for y'all every week, so get ready for that type of fucking quality content. But just in regards to her comment, I just had to tell y'all before I get the rest of the messages. Virginia and Maryland and DC, where I'm at, y'all. Oh shit. What the fuck?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. What happened?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, everyone can hear you.
Oh fuck, I hit a button. I was too excited. I hit a button with my elbow. But anyway. I had muted my shit, but I'm right by DC, y'all. Like a hop, skip, and a jump motherfucking metro right there. If I jump on that metro, I'm in DC in 5 minutes, right? People get confused with Baltimore sometimes when you hear people say Maryland. No, I'm away from Baltimore. I gotta go north, like I'm going to Matty Wash's neck of the woods, right? It takes about 45 minutes to get to Baltimore. But where Shorty Wop is in Virginia, which we can also get to in about 20 minutes from where my area is, like Virginia, like actually cross the line in Virginia. But no, she's down there. Come on, mama. You know you're down there.
Well, she said 3 hours.
You down there with
3 hours.
To her though, yo. I appreciate you coming through, making the screen lit. All that fire looks good.
Hey,
winding down. So me and Matty Wash, if there's any priority messages, there's no priority messages. So if you want to continue to get off your chest right now, feel free. We're only about 4 minutes behind the messages, so that's good.
All right, so a couple things. Number one, I'm going to be doing a morning show called Walk and Talk, probably the Wealth and Walk and Talk. I'll probably be talking about money in the mornings from 7 to 8:30. I got that tomorrow with Dr. Pete. And
shout out.
Yeah, and as far as the and the Real Recognizing Real Awards, I just want to plug that again. That's going to be April 11th. And we need votes. We want votes. We want people there, and it's gonna be a great award show. If you want to vote, just hit me in the DMs on my IG, and I'll send you the link. It's not gonna, you don't got to put any of your own information. Don't cost you anything. It takes literally 2 minutes to do. and vote for your favorite. This is not the top echelon. This is like the next level, the up and coming awards as far as this goes. So hit me up in the DMs. I'll send you the link, and you can vote. All right, that's all I got.
That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. Everybody that's been in here making it clap for real, y'all. Got the illest audience. And I'm not talking about making it clap like you at the strip club. Funky ass. I'm talking about making it clap on the screen. All right. So let's see what Paul's talking about.
Hello there, guys. I can honestly tell you soon. I suffer with bad acne.
Yeah, no. So that's I thought you had the wrong message, but you just think that it looked like you're not. I don't have time for that, fam. Sorry.
Thank you.
What are your favorite dividend stocks at the moment? Because I'm a big Coca-Cola guy, I like some Realty Income. But what are you guys on?
All right. But the three I got right now are Walgreens. I'm big on Walgreens. They're up. I got Iron Mountain. Oh, hold on. Let me pull them up. Prospect Capital. They have a nice dividend. I was put on to that by Mr. Phil Snipes. Prospect Capital PBY. I think that is. Let me pull it up. I'm like sure I got it correct. Yeah, PBY. And Iron Mountain IRM. Iron Mountain's also giving a nice dividend right now. So those are my three dividend stocks right now that I'm messing with. The Iron Mountain is giving 61 cents a share. That's pretty big. It's at 30. So yeah. So I mean, literally, if you just started, if you didn't want to buy any growth stocks, you just wanted to pile into dividend stocks. That's cool. You know, I'm really big on Humble and Tesla right now. It's the only reason why I'm not really buying all dividend stocks, but that's a whole nother subject. But there you go. There's your answer.
There's your answer. We got next at the motherfucking Dell.
First of all, can you answer my messages? Decades after I understand it. So by the time that you answer them, they want to part of the conversation. So yes, it did seem sort of tacky. And looking back now, sort of regretful. But now on topic.
Okay.
I am interested also in stocks. There is a big rush with artificial intelligence. Marijuana stocks. There are also a big rush. Ethereum is one to look at as well. There are a few more, and also the initiative Q. Just so many things to talk about and so many ways to make money because we're on the verge of a new era of digital and cryptocurrency. So things are about to change.
Yeah.
That's so true, so true. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for that follow as well. I saw that. Thank you for,
what I will say about what she said is, yeah, my play. There's a bunch of AI stocks right now. Snowflake is one. I don't invest in Snowflake. The one I'm invested in is Palantir. I'm very excited about Palantir just because Palantir has been working with the government for 25 years, or no, 16 or 17 years, and they got a lot of government contracts. So anytime you got that government dough, you're not about to go anywhere. And also that's going to help them when they bring. Basically, what these AIs do is they make better decisions. So it's like, okay, instead of you being like an insurance agent trying to figure it out or whatever, this AI will figure out all the best advertising and best way to approach a customer and whatnot, and does it all for you and lays everything out. So it's pretty cool stuff. So I'm big on Palantir right now.
All right, look at that. So now the contribution got a little bit of confirmation. You know what I mean? Got my man Vaughn in the building. We got 24 people in the building. Y'all fucking make some noise for yourself.
Yep.
For real, this is the Rashad Radio Sunday event. You might have missed. I've done all my 3 shows in a row. Fucking Bitcoin money with my man Bitcoin Box. I did Alpha Beta Soup with my girl Molly. Like this is like we about to really take over on the stereo shit. If you're new to the app, man, get familiar, get comfortable. Follow. Instagram, Twitter, anything that you can find. Matty Wash and Rashad Radio shit. And our shit is like right there. Like I said, he touched his face. He got the links right there. He's gonna have his subscription pretty soon.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It feels like it's coming, man. I can feel it in the digital space. I can see it on the screen. I see the fire. Look, bro, I don't know, man. What do you think? I could hear it in your voice when I was kind of cramping, or not cramping, but cropping our show to about an hour or hour and a half idea. Just because Bitcoin Boxer and I kind of agree on that too, that like you get a little bit lengthy when you do more than that, and pretty much like definitely giving us some thanks in this like, you know what I mean, hour, bro. Trust. Like, and they want to look forward for more. So I'm never in a rush because I definitely can see that the month has you know, a couple more Sundays for us to like give them this hot shit. Feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, like an hour and a half. What do you think? An hour and a half?
I definitely need an hour. I'm a talker, as you can see. Plus, we got to promote, and then we got the messages take you on tangents. So,
but that's the thing. Man. I really think, and this is for y'all listeners, man. I'm gonna just give it to y'all right now. I feel like there's been a misconception with how the app is supposed to quote unquote work, and that is like some obligation for content creators like myself or Maddie to get to the messages, as if like we could give you an hour or an hour and a half without them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if we were in a real physical space, Matt, and we were on a stage, it wouldn't be as if we had to like look at each other. But okay, well, maybe we should talk to the audience right now. It's just the way the app worked in the beginning.
Right.
And so now it's genius how they flip the script to make it so that if you really is dope like that, you really got good content, people will pay to hear this shit. Like you can literally be now scrolling the stereo streets and see a page and not hear nothing, because you have to be a super fan of them to hear it. Not even just fucking leave a message and get it played first, you know? So like, I like how they got tiers to this shit. It's definitely worth it. Me being a smoker, it also being the month of April, I think I've set mine at $4.20 a month. You might say, God damn. Right?
I've seen people
really
a lot more.
That much,
yeah, I've seen people at $15 and $16 and $17. What I also will tell you though is stereo. Are they going to be doing like a not only just a subscription, but like some kind of tokens or coins or whatnot, where you can pay to get your message? Like maybe you don't do a monthly, but like a tip, like, you know, like they do on YouTube or whatever, Twitch, where people just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do a donation." I think that's coming up. I think I saw that in the reading.
All I know is it's big and fun. It's definitely fun. Like I was already enjoying the fuck out of this program, this app, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? From the beginning, before I even could see it being so touching and reaching and connecting me to people who I wanted to talk to, and having it so people who wanted to hear me connect so easily, bro. So like, Eric, big up the stereo for real.
Yep.
Like, share this shit and send it to them and say Rashad Radio said it. Exclamation point, man. We love this shit. And I don't know what to say except for I'm looking forward to it. I said it. Y'all can go back in my archives before I ever even did a show with Maddie, back when Maddie thought I would never do a show with him. But there's a day back when there was less buttons, and I told y'all, just wait. This shit's gonna have more and more updates. And of course, I mean, I'm not like super fucking, you know, amazing because of that shit. It's not like I'm connected with another higher calling just because I knew that. But like, look, y'all, it's getting better, man. Trust. And it's going to get better and better. We're in the early days of it. This is episode 2 of No Fomo. Maddie Wash. We got mad messages. Let me see if any of them are priority before we get to them. Can I play them? Do you mind?
Go ahead, play away.
Let's get it. Let's get some music for it. Where we got?
Yeah, shout out to my boy, Rashad. Great show.
Thank you.
I just happened to be scrolling through stereo for the first time. Today was the first time I did my show, which I don't have really a show, but I had a topic, which was like court and stuff. But I would like to touch on business at some point with you, and how the past 9 years I owned Epic Sedan Service, which is a limo service based out of Annapolis, and the fall of that, the downfall of that, due to COVID and Uber, which basically destroyed my revenue, my income, because how cheap Uber's.
Shit, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You got another continuation of that message. Don't listen to Rashad Radio, episode 2, No Phone with my man Matty Watch. Make sure y'all follow, share, tap the screen.
Yo, Butterfly, when you travel to DC, you gotta make a vacation out of it. Come on.
That's funny. Even the commenters are getting at you, Butterfly. We love you, though, Butterfly. No disrespect to myself in the Virginia area. We got Sloan weighing into.
Maddie, so like, I want to start at the bare basics of financial literacy. Where should I go? And where should I look? You know what I'm saying? Do you have basic 101? Because before I get into stocks, I want to go with the basics first. I'm just asking for me and a friend. Hey, Rashad.
Start off with my website. Go to ilovemattywash.com. It's all free stuff in there. You ain't got to pay nothing. It's just me doing some videos, having the proper mindset, you know, how to get your budget going, how to look at money in the proper way. I'm going to be adding some more stuff there too. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube. It's on there as well. And yeah, and I'm going to be having a Discord and all kinds of stuff coming out real short for getting people the basics. That's it. You don't got to be, I think with finances, a lot of people, they turn on like the financial channels. They turn on CNBS. I call it CNBS on purpose, by the way. And they see all the numbers and the ticker and they look at everything and it scares people off. They're like, they don't understand, you know, like, and it's really what you need to do. It's not that hard. That's done on purpose, by the way. It's done to make, you know, people talk about having an expert. And I was reading a book and I said, you're an expert. If you know more than the person you're talking to, you're the expert. And so so that's all you need to be an expert. And I don't portray to know, you know, everything or even most of things, but I know about my research. I know what I've been doing over COVID is really taking the time to learn this stuff, and it's not that hard. It's just a matter of not getting discouraged and just repetitive, like anything else, like learning anything else is once you get into it and you start doing it, it's nothing challenging. You just got to do it. You got to take the time. Anyway, all right. Long answer to a short question.
That's really interesting. Yes, with the evolution of artificial intelligence, which it evolves quite rapidly in very short bursts of time or short periods of time, due to artificial intelligence improving itself. So we will have booms that will sort of look like glitches and go upwards very soon. So now is the chance in your time to invest in artificial intelligence. Everything I believe in Tesla as well. There's some more, but I want to talk about something a little bit more sexy.
Damn. We gotta get out of here with that shit. I'm serious. You can't be serious. All right, so next episode we'll be doing more tripping. Let's see what you look like a shot, man. Don't make me get the hammer out. I'm pulling out the hammer. I'm cocking back. Look, I even got the cock back sound. I forgot I had this position up. Yeah, I'm really ready, like for real.
All right.
Let's see what's going on.
Yo, this stream is lit.
I don't know. Sound like a kid. Let's go.
What's poppin', man, guys? Are you from America? Because where I'm from Newcastle. And just want to hope you know I'm new here. And I'm loving this app. I love this app now.
All right, that's good.
It's fucking sick, this app.
That's cool, man. Hope you subscribe and follow all that good shit, man. You got a couple messages. I got.
Hello, what's up, man?
Sorry, bro. That's not how it works. You'll learn though.
Hello.
No, that's not it. Not it, bro. Sorry, son. Gotta mute you. So, no offense, man.
really, Uptown? Like, you know what? Like, I thought that you were gonna be reasonable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, actually, when I do come to DC, I do make a little vacation out of it. But, sometimes, hey, it's just a day trip. Get up there, do what I gotta do some business, and turn right around and come back. I mean, it's very doable. Yeah, it's about, whether or not you want it bad enough, you know. Yeah. But also, I am interested in talking to you, Uptown. Let's talk about business. I have a couple of businesses too that were affected due to COVID. Where it really, hit my money. However, thank goodness for multiple streams of income. They've been my other things have been my lifeline right now. But yeah, let's talk.
Link up. I love it.
Yep.
Connect to him. That's my man Vaughn. He's in the building. Butterfly. She's got one more before we get out of here. I'm taking all the messages. Oh,
It's it. Come on, let it go.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. This is not a show for you to be your show. It's a show for you to soak up knowledge, bro. We don't have time for that. No offense, but follow. You know what I mean? And next time you can understand what's going on. If you're new to the app, this is Rashad Radio with my man Matty Watch. No Fomo episode 2. We're getting out of here. We will be back on Sunday, so make sure you follow. You can hit my Instagram, hit my Twitter, hit my Telegram if you got a problem with me clipping your messages. I don't really care, honestly. Look at that. We got a super
Hey,
fan.
super fan.
We got a super fan.
Super
Let's
fan.
see who it is. Super fan in the building. Big shout out to Vaughn for becoming a super fan. He is now elevated to get the priority messaging and treatment, which will be coming in the near days of Rashad Radio. Trust and believe, yo. Vaughn, I really appreciate that, bro. You are my 4th super fan. I'm gonna hit you up later on. I see I got my text messages from you. Let's see what Butterfly Takeover.
Honestly, I can't think of anything more sexy than having a great portfolio and money inside the bank, and investments and, having liquid assets, like, hey, what's more sexy than that? If that's what you mean by talking sexy, hey, let's talk sexy. Let's talk about portfolios and real estate and investments and IRAs and collateral. Let's talk about these things. I'm for it.
They following it now, man. They bigger. They picking up the plane down.
Yes, for sure.
I love it. Scorpio brother. All right, man. We'll get out of here, man. You got.
Let me just say, this will be up. This talk will be up on my YouTube channel. So if you go on some of this information, go on to the YouTube. You can rewatch it there. You can listen to it. And as far as the Real Recognizing Real Awards 411, hit me up if you want to vote for that. We appreciate your votes and your participation. And check out ilovemattywash.com. That's where I got all my stuff on there, and it's all free for now. I don't got a sub button, so you can't sub me, so just follow. And I'm working on, actually, you'll see if you watch the YouTube video, I'm working on my Discord and the tiers as we're talking. So got a lot of good stuff coming up the road. Excited to do this with Rashad Radio every Sunday. This is great. And yeah, that's all I got. That's my shout outs.
That's a bet. Stereo, love y'all. Yeah, I mean, I made it hot. Y'all shared it. Y'all did it. Y'all became fans. Y'all got the knowledge. What more can I ask for? Thank you so much, Rashad Radio. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you a little bit later. All right.
Sounds good. Hold on 1 second. I'm actually I'm sharing. I don't share this to my IG. I'm telling everybody else to do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm letting the video create before it goes. All right, it's up there now. All right, bro. Thank you for the time today.
Peace and love, man. Always, man. I'll talk to you later on in the text.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Got a lot of good stuff. Peace and love, y'all. Hey, one more again. Oh, button. Seem too excited to get out of here. So yes, once more again, no FOMO, episode 2 in the books. Matty Wash, super duper audience, surprises from my man fucking Vaughn. I couldn't be happier. And episode 3 should be even better, y'all. All right, we out of here.
Later. Oop. What's going on? How do we get out of this? All right, let's shut this down. Shut it down. Shut it down.